Ora Team, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to a new game, welcome back to a new season. Yes, this is season 1, this is Frostpunk 2. I did a live play, sort of first look, first hour for Frostpunk 2 when it had just come out, which wasn't that long ago. It's been about a week now, I think. Um, So I'm going to link that in the description below. We're going to carry on straight from there. That was the prologue. This is the actual getting into it, the game. This is chapter 1. Right. The captain is dead. So this is supposedly carrying on from the first game, if you know the circular cities, New London, etc., etc. So that's all fine. And it's saying that now you're the new steward of Minas Tirith, and you must carry on and decide what to do. It's a warm year. Use the warm year to build more shelter, secure coal, and power the generator back on. Right, frostbite to a shallow coal seam and construct an extraction district. Turn on the generator, construct new housing to address the fact that there's a shortfall. So let's get it. Let's get it on this. What are we looking for coal? What's this? Is this coal? A shallow coal seam. Deposit 72k. Is that the closest? Yes. It looks very much like it is the closest. So we're gonna have to go. Sorry, I meant to go to Frostbreak, which is this. Oh, that's already frostbroken. Oh, right. Well, we don't have to go very far at all. We could do 8, and while we're at it, this is already frostbroken up here, so we probably would like to get up towards this plateau. Right. Let's do that. Let's confirm that that shall be what we shall be doing. Well, we turn on generator now. We don't have any coal. Yeah, I do know that. R stick. There we go. It's across the top. Yeah, coal nil. Yeah, so we won't be turning that on for now. So that's okay. Ish. But we do have resources up there at the top. So this is the resources I'm talking about. This is they call them now heat stamps, and this is prefabs. So we need housing, but now I wonder how how this is going to go with the old housing, because obviously what's in here? What's in this town? Everything's a district. Is there any way to see what these districts are? There's another map, isn't there? Yes, there is. There's this map. What does this map show me? Very little about what's in this city. So, that's an interesting one. Interesting one. I don't really. What is this? I mean, obviously, I think we're meant to perhaps leave New London. We've got housing, food, extraction, industrial, and logistics. So, the menu is slightly different uh, than than the prologue, which is kind of interesting. I feel like the prologue was like developed as a tester, and then they've gone on to make this thing. Anyway, housing is what we need. This tells us that everywhere is cold. We can fill 6 of these with housing. I mean, one assumes, right, that that what we want to do is I can't remember how to tilt the camera. I'm not sure if you can tilt the camera from this view. Excuse me. Pardon me. The overlay. Overlay. There was an overlay. Shall I show you the overlay? The temperature overlay. Right. So the temperature overlay shows us stuff. What's that? The wind. So the wind, Mr. DeWind, Mr. DeWind blows around us. So one hopes, as I've said before, that building in a gully is more beneficial than building outside. And that would be common sense, you would think. So I'm thinking that where can we build? So obviously I think this, can we build there? We can, and we can build there. And there, and there, and there, and there. And that's 6, and we can confirm that as a build. And that's that, right? So then we've got some building occurring. What we also want is, if we have a look at the districts, let's have a look at frost breaking, because that shows us. These are our prefabs, and these are materials, and this is food. Now, we currently, it says currently we are, it says minus 74 food. We've got minus 30 something else's, which I've not seen before. We're going to have a look at that in a minute. And we've got no materials. Now, you need materials to do stuff with. It's kind of like a consumable that you use to generate other things. So we've got food. So we're going to want a frost break up here to gain access to these materials. This is going to be pretty important. It's got a little frost break lump there for some reason. We got these other frost break lumps. So we're gonna want to come up here, and these are the coal, but we're going to get into those. So we're going to want prefabs, we're going to want materials, and we're going to want food. And luckily enough, some of that is already cleared. So I think what we want to do is, if we go back to districts, they're extractions districts. So you know, everything says you're going to want materials first. So there's an extraction district, you can make 3. So I think you could do like 1, 2, 3, and then that's all we need. You don't have to do 6, I don't think, or do you? You do. Okay. 6, right? And we're building that. And yeah, I'm keeping an eye on things. Let's just turn this down. Let's all not be hasty. Let's not be hasty because we need coal. So have we frost broken to the coal yet? Have we done that? Extraction. It should be the same thing. So yes, we have. Did that happen pretty quickly? One. No, we haven't frost broken to that one yet. Right, so we got coal, we got prefabs, and can we do the food? Because that's a food district. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pardon me, 5, 6. So we got food, prefabs, that stuff. And that's that, because we're looking at, oh no, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to confirm that I'm doing that first. Doing that. And where is my materials? Do we need to frostbreak to those? Too far from frostbroken tiles. Yes, we do. There's no, again with these menus, just back. Just want back. Thank you. A back button would be good. Got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, let's confirm that. Right, so what we're gonna look at? Yeah, that's right. We're gonna look up the top here. So this is our pop. This is our people. This is our, like I said, the stamps, our prefabs. There's cores. That wasn't in the prologue, but it was in the old game. You need cores to make things like generators and various other bits and pieces. What do you call them? The mechs that run around, whatever they're called. You've got the situation with what you're heating and what you need. You've got obviously your coal stockpile. We've got shelter. How many people have shelter and do not? You've got your food stockpile. You've got your material stockpile, which you talked about. This is goods. Oh, okay. It's an what do they call it? Is it an amphora? Those large clay vessels the Romans used to make. Right, okay, that's new. And over here you got guards and Frostland Team's guards. You need guards for stuff. This is probably for whatchamacallit? For civil defense, police force, etc. And this is Frostland Teams. They're out. They're expeditions out in the Willy Wilds. And we've got our temperature sources. We've got this stuff, which yeah, we had hunger, we have disease, we have cold, we have squalor, and we have crime, which is fine. And then you have your temperature bar across the top and the prediction of things, just in case you don't know. Down at the bottom here you have the different factions we're currently trying to manage. I would say there's room for quite a few down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like there's room for 8 factions. We've currently got the Frostlanders, we have the Stalwarts, and the New Londoners. And this is the tension between the factions and how much they like you, dislike you, hate each other. And at the minute, all they really care about is the fact that they're freezing their wee bums off. And this is our map, complete with fog. Yeah, right. So there we go. Should we get cracking? Let's get cracking, shall we, and see how we do. This could be a complete disaster, and I could be completely reading this wrong. Quick sip of coffee. You know, which wouldn't be the first. Let's speed things up because we need the coal. We can't do anything without the coal. Leroy Aarons. Will the Stewart manage? I mean, who can say? Who can absolutely say? Right, so that's the houses. So we've got some housing. 20 is the total output. Output? 20 housing. That's fine, but it's not going to be enough. We're going to need more housing. Can we squeak more housing in? Um, while we've got the opportunity. Six. Let's squeak some more housing in there. Speed things along. Right, we've got coal, so we can switch this thing on. So you select that. We use the left stick to move around. We go up here to switch on. Turn the thing on. Right. So this turns our generator on, and we can now be happy about the fact that we've turned it on. Thank you for that very much. So we'll have a look at what it says at the top. So what it says at the top here is we're allocating 30 heat, but the demand is 120 for whatever reason. We can hopefully generate more because we're currently generating an extra 90 a day. So I think if you go to this one, that's livable, so that's fine. My experience with the game is that you really need to make sure that your extraction areas, if you can, um, there you go. So that covers that. Are warm, because if you don't keep the extraction areas warm, people get frostbite and they get injured and they get everything else, and you start losing people. And once you start losing people because they can't work, that's obviously a major problem. They need hospital centers and everything else. Now, what is new are these light tunnels. Now, these light tunnels, I mean, I don't know what the alleged supposed stuff running along here is, but one assumes it's the intention is that it's heat. Um, Now, I didn't put those in, so 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 the game has automatically done this and created these tunnels. Now, my assumption is if I then go to try and build a district, I can't build on these tunnels. Oh no, I can build on these tunnels. Okay, so it's purely cosmetic and they're not in the way for the time being. So they're like these. Yeah, okay. Like I said, that's a new thing. Um, and obviously they've done this to because it looks nice, and because of something else, because it's meant to simulate how heat gets to the places it gets to. So you can heat disparate things. The issue with the original game was all of the heat was conductive, so it all related from the generator. So if you wanted heat to the outlying districts, you had to really, really crank the generator up. They've changed that now. They've made it, as you might say, a little bit easier. I don't think there doesn't seem to be anything here on the generator. Although there is 3 upgrades that we don't know anything about because we don't have a research district probably yet. We got things here which we can say decrease heat allocation by 1 in all districts, increase heating by 1 in all districts with a temperature level below livable, and allocate all heat. Allocate all heat with current fuel output to districts with temperature levels. Your generator runs out of coal if you do that. Right, okay. So that's interesting. So we do need, so we're burning as much as we have, which is fine, because what we did say, I do believe, is well, those 2 districts are districts together, right? So that's what this. What does this look like? Is this as close as we can get? It is. There is a tilt function, but this is as close as we can get. I think can I zoom in if I adjust district area? Interesting. Expand the district to increase its output and provide 1 additional building slot. So if you expand the district, oh yeah, I would need to frost break first. Okay, well that's interestingly interesting and new. That you can do that. So that's something to bear in mind. But that said, I am conscious we're going to want more fuel, probably much sooner than we ever really would like. And it's all out this way. So it's all out this way. So we're probably going to have to get started on that. While we've got people, that one might not be necessary. So you people can do that. So you're clearing stuff for me, please. Construct new housing. Well, we've got the second housing underway. Can you increase this one as well? You can adjust the district area, but I don't think we've got any space left over. Oh no, because it's at full. So this is if you make a smaller district, is it? Although it seems to have these two here, but it won't let me select them. Why is that flashing? No, that's not what I want to do. I could make it smaller? Interesting. I don't know why it's... Is there a heat issue there? No, no heat issue. Don't know why it's flashing. That's an interesting thing. Anyway, let's get the second housing one built.
The steward appreciates all your adoring letters and will answer personally in due time.
Really? Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, picture of a not well-looking baby. That's helpful. Right. Steward, there's a couple who says the daughter was born, the generator sprang to life. They called her Lily May. Great. You gave us hope. Very well, Lily May. Jolly good. Carry on. I'm glad that I could be of use to all of you lovely, lovely people. Right, crack on. Crack on, McDuff. Right. Scraping the barrel. Good work. We've secured new coal, part of the last vein. There's still some deposits, but they won't last long. We need to improve our mining. The city's communities are voicing different ideas. We need to decide. Right. So, to construct a research institute, hover over a housing district and open the construction menu. Right, because this was new. Cause we didn't, I was looking at the generator. We didn't do buildings. So if we're over there and we do that and we go to buildings, it says we can conduct this thing, which is fine. And you just, what? I was like, what's that orange thing? But it's just some kind of a graphic. I can't put it anywhere. It just goes there. So let's just do that. Right. You lot with your district stuff. No, we want an extraction district because we're going to want more of this stuff. 6. We're really a waste because as long as we can frost clear to those other districts, I think. Frost break. So that's, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there you go. So let's clear those little fellas out the way. What's happening there up at the top? Right. So we're still short. What happened? We're still short of houses. So we still need more houses. We are still short of food. And we are still... Oh, we have a stockpile hub full of materials already. And we don't have any goods. So we need, in order... yeah, let's see. In order. Probably a house, because we have a stockpile. It's not very good. The text and the stockpile numbers run together there. It says stockpile 30,480 out of 50,000. So we've got room for that. I don't think we lose materials. One assumes that if the materials is full, which is this one, this is called the Noke extraction district. This is wood. I don't know. It doesn't say that it's paused or anything. It says it's still generating, so I don't really know. But it would be a good idea to have a stockpile. But we did say districts. Districts is housing. So we are we're sort of going to be out of gully way places. I want to see if I can have a look at the topography. You know, how important is it that these houses go in these locations? You know, I mean, it does look a bit windswept and interesting up there, as you can see. Okay, we've got the research where we'll have a look at that in a minute. The Research Institute has been constructed. Thank you very much. Because we're gonna build this extraction district out here. Could we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Could we build the houses in amongst it, you think, if we think about that carefully? But we need to connect this one. We're missing a frost breaking tile. There's always something in there. What? Too far? Oh, you can't go too far that way? Fine, do that lot. Because I'm thinking we could, like, squalor. Why is it squalor? What's causing squalor to be an issue out there? Because you're working around the coal? Because you're too close to the coal district? Is that what causes squalor? And this doesn't? This causes, because you're so close, a quarter temperature? Right, okay. So housing too close to an extraction district increases squalor. Gotcha. This is close enough that we're getting an extra heat boost anyway. So we could, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could build housing across the top of here, right? That seems to be a win. And this is this is the different ideas about how we're going to do it. The stalwarts and Newlanders want us to lean on machine-powered mining, but the Frostlanders would pursue a more frugal solution. They would display. You have chosen to... Right, okay. Yes. What's our options? Right. Here is what they're calling the ideas tree. Okay. Right. So these are the ideas. The thing in the middle is nothing, and it's just going around it. So we need oil supply. Well, that ain't happening yet. So you need a heat dispatcher. Heat dispatching control center where engineering teams monitor and optimize district heating. Okay. Doesn't say, interestingly enough here, these are the different kinds of heat dispatchers that you get out of this idea. It doesn't say who likes it and who doesn't like it. Housing insulation, that's a good idea. What does that need, though? Fibers derived from raw slag and other... So does that need stuff? Because one imagines... You know, one imagines you need things to build these things. So here under the heat dispatcher it says that requires 400 people, 150 heat stamps and 80 prefabs, and the other ones require that. It says here that for housing insulation effectively costs nothing. Is that what I'm saying? Because if it costs nothing, I do love free. dust coal mines. So there we have the different factions. No, that's not different factions. That's different things. Positively, it gives you plus 150 coal. Negatively, increases disease and costs more materials. What it doesn't tell me is it doesn't tell me how much that adds. So what's the benefit? Oh no, it does. It says 150. 150 for 20 materials. Okay. And the heat utilization, which is efficient circuits. So I'm kind of a mind that the first thing is this. There you go. Research an idea for new coal mines. Oops. Construct a new research building in the extraction district. Right. Okay. I don't really know what that means. But did we ever get those things made, cleared, whatever? Extraction districts. We did, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we'll not get to the other one right now, but we'll do that. Right? And that will generate us more coal. We're frost breaking out there, we're building out there. We're eventually going to run out of heat stamps. Heat stamps are generated from your populace. The prefabs are doing okay. Oh, we wanted a material storage. The material storage you get. Hey, there's something happening at the bottom. What's that? What's that? The ideas tree. Right. Okay. So that's working. Well, it says that it's an exclamation mark. I can see there's a little thing ticking even though we're paused. So I guess that's what that means. The other menu. If you open one of these and you go around here, we've got various things. So this is additional buildings and stuff, I guess, is what you might call them. They're not districts. So materials stockpile hub. Area effect is that workforce demand in neighbor extraction and industrial districts is decreased. Oh, well, that's good. Because that's food. We would want to put that over there. That blue area, that must be the influence of squalor. So this is the squalor is apparently the emissions effect that you would see or perhaps on other games. So we want to stick that there. The other stuff is prefabs, so that's fine. So we put that there. That's all good. And the other thing that I was wanting to say outside of these hubs is you have other things. What was I looking for? I was looking for that that menu. It's L2, of course it is. So you've got the council command radial and the ideas tree, and you've got the expeditions tree. We don't have a council yet, so this is our ideas. So coal mines research. So that was the one that we need. So we don't really have a choice. The dust coal mine is what we're going to have to do. We've chosen to ignore that for now and jump straight into housing insulation. But it takes 11 weeks. So let's cancel that because this game, well, these developers have a habit of you need to do A to get to B, right? And if you ignore them and don't do it, you end up, your game ends up breaking very quickly and you end up losing. So I think that's where we are. Stamps. We can't do anything or we're going to run out of stuff to do because we are running out of stamps. So we'll let all this stuff carry on. There's the housing sorted.
Do not become addicted to heat. Turn off all furnaces when not at home.
That's a solid idea. That's a solid idea. Right, so we've got an event. What's happening? But otherwise, event-wise, right, they want more goods to keep them happy, but everybody's housed. I don't think we've reached what we need to reach on food yet. We haven't reached what we need to reach on materials yet. And we haven't reached what we need to reach on goods yet. So let's see what they say. Admiring the generator. Yes, the generator is revered and respected by the stalwarts. Okay, so the stalwarts like that. Who's the stalwarts? Which ones are the stalwarts? Along the bottom? These guys here, the stalwarts. The Frostlanders. The New Londoners. Right, okay. Fervor, none. Relations, neutral. Relations, neutral, 43%. So the New Londoners and the Frostlanders are kind of the two biggest factions, and we've got the Stalwarts. Interestingly enough, that the Stalwarts have those three diamonds. They have fervor, whereas the New Londoners and the Frostlanders do not seem to have fervor, which is interesting. So we still need more food, Mule Man, more food. So we better start getting onto that. We do have stuff out here that we can build, so we just need to frost break around it. So we should very definitely do that, and we should start frost breaking out there because we want more food. Goods wise, what's goods? Is it some kind of a building? Food, extraction, industrial. That makes prefabs. Interesting. So from an industrial district you can make your own prefabs if you chew through materials. And logistics. Logistics produces Frostland teams. So we don't have anything that produces goods. These are hubs. So we can't help you with goods just yet because we don't have anything to make goods. So let's concentrate on the things we can, which actually, come to think of it, is goods. Can we frost break some more? We seem to have a lot of spare people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's expand. Sorry. 8. Let's expand out there, and then we might get those materials sorted. Our research is tickety-booing along. I see that our whatchamacallit has stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're not going to get as far out as there that we want to, but we'll get close. May as well. 6. That'll do that. Right. Is there anywhere that desperately needs frost broken? There's materials down there. What's that? Is that appears to be like an infinite source of materials? Do that one while we're at it. So we'll do that. May as well. I mean, we've got all these people, right? May as well get these people busy doing stuff. What else can we frost break while we're here? We got more materials. There's another. Is this another infinite materials hub? There's an infinite food down there. We'll clear some of that up. And we got those prefabs. We got that stuff over there. This is like a An old way station. Build the logistics district here to access the Frostland. Well, that would be something we'd want to get into at some point. We've got food out here, so that's good. That's another one. Wow, we're potentially going to fill this entire area with stuff. Ooh-wee, that would that would take a bit. Look at this materials wedge out here, and this food wedge out here, and this lot out here. Let's be Avenue. Let's be sorry, frost breaking. Let's not, because we're out of stamps. So that's what it costs us to frost break, is it costs us stamps. So it still costs us money to do stuff. Right, our research should be done.
The Research Institute is ready to present its latest breakthrough.
Right, so we need to go over one of our coal areas. This is a coal area here. I'll hit building, and there's no building. What? Constructed in the extraction district. Is this not coal? Arkley Extraction District. It very definitely says that. Did I get a little bit too far ahead of me? Do I need to let it recognize that it's actually happened? So, building. Oh, it's down there at the bottom. Housing, extraction, and central. Right, extraction. Dust coal mine. I need 80 stamps. Increases disease. Well, that's not very good. Increases demand of materials. That's also not very good. So 80 stamps. So let's get to 80 stamps so we can build this thing and see what we get next. Like I said, they have a habit of
Help. You warm. Report all leaks and damages to the nearest maintenance office.
Thank you. Right, here we go. Sorry, R2. Build a building. Construct a building. We'll construct a dust coal mine. There you go. Let's do that. So that's going to be under there. What's this? Zeitgeist City Direction. R3. Is it R3 or is it L3? I don't know. It's gone. It's gone now. I don't know. R3 opens the tutorials. City Direction. Is it under economy? There's a thing there that says economy. City Direction, districts and buildings. No, I don't know what that was about. That's not very helpful. Because it didn't take me to where it needed to go. This is about a hub, which I know about. The ideas tree. Oh, here we go. Zeitgeist. You can monitor the zeitgeist of your city in the bottom left of the corner. Zeitgeist means spirits of time and describes the direction of your city on 3 axes: technology, economy, and society. Okay. That's the zeitgeist indicator on the left-hand side. What did we say? Technology, economy, and society. The laws you pass, the buildings you build, and choices you make impact the zeitgeist, and the communities have a natural tendency to favor some over others. Your relations will then change based on how their views are aligned with the zeitgeist. Which obviously comes to the extent, of course, that you can't keep every bugger happy, can you? So people are going to be unhappy. So there, down there, bottom left, we've got a drift towards technology, which is great. While we are at this, I wonder if there's a quick way to get to technology research. No, not really. I just click on that. Come into the overlay, maybe? Is this no? Because that's an overlay. So that's that. I reckon you just R2 over something, you'd have to go to districts, wouldn't you? You have to go to districts. And then you have to go to, no, it's not, is it? It's over here, and you do that. Ooh-wee! Not enough heat stamps. But I think we should go back to the free stuff as soon as we can. So we need 50 heat stamps to start some more research. We are stamped out. We're still not making enough materials, which is what it is. We're gonna need more materials. We did clear some material spaces down there, and we have this infinite material deposit here. Accessing the deep deposit. Oh, I see. That's what that means. That means there's a deep deposit, not just that it's infinite. Okay. No, the deep deposit, infinite supply of materials. Okay. That's good to know. So there is the possibility of infinite supply. Which I like the idea of, because that to me sounds like what they're saying is they're going to give you the opportunity to continue running your settlement for as long as you possibly want, because you can get an infinite supply of stuff, which is great. An infinite supply of food here, an infinite supply of materials. What I don't see is an infinite supply of fuel, mind you. And this one looks different. That's an iron vein. So not all of these materials look the same. Yeah, okay, so not an infinite supply of fuel though. So that's maybe a little bit more of a problem, because you don't have that. I wonder how you tackle that in the future. Not sure. One thing I do need to check is our population. Our population is growing at 40%, so we need to be aware of that for things like housing and so on, because we've got 2 housing available, but that's not a huge amount. Temperature's about to drop soon, just in time. So we're obviously on schedule, because we've just got our extraction upgraded, and you can now see we've got an extra amount of coal being generated in the top bar. Anyway, we need a council. Of course we do. Decisions by committee. Everyone wants a seat at the table so that they can feel that they can communicate. Tyranny is dead. Long live democracy, or something, right? Right. Build a council hall. Okay, what is a council hall? Is it a building? That would be central. The council hall is a building, and you need to build it, and it requires 80 stamps. Well, that's fine, but I really want to get that additional research started. There you go. Vera thinks I'm awesome. Verna thinks I'm awesome. You go, Verna. Where are you, Verna? Let me have you. Let me be seeing you. I can't see Verna. I don't see my peeps. I can't seem to zoom in any further. Oh, I don't know what that was. There was a thing there. What's that? That's the... Oh, you can if you just hold it. There they are. There's my peeps. Go, my peeps! I can zoom. I can't zoom in any further. Verna's in her house. I can't move around. You can look at the individual little things that are happening and the people wandering about with a big glow clock. There's a thingy! I haven't built one of those. They obviously just appear. Those mechs. It's just part of the decor. Looks a little bit clunky as a graphic, but anyway. There you go. There you go. That's that. What's it look like in the center? If you zoom in. Zoom me in. There's the old generator. People hanging out around the old generator. looking cheery or something. I think there's some dwarves playing hopscotch. I think maybe they're meant to be children. Just got a picture of Gimli trying to play hopscotch. Anyway, right, where are we? Build a shitty hole. What? What did you say? Nothing. Nothing. Didn't say nothing. Nothing at all. We want stuff. We want more stamps. I want to research some stuff. Get on with it. Make me stamps, you crazy people. Right, okay. Housing. Better insulation. Get on with it. I'll build a hall soon. I'm probably okay-ish, maybe. Need more materials. What do we need for a material extractor? Wait, because oh no, we said we don't. I don't think we can increase this district. No, we can't. It's as big as she's ever going to be, mate. That's a building. District. We want an extractor. Oh, we need 600 people. So now we've run out of people. So we've run out of people that are doing stuff. How do we determine how valid that stuff is? Who's being employed? Right. The food district is being employed. So that's making an excess of food. Okay. 1,200 people in the food districts. The housing districts can't surely be employing people. How would they be employing people? I'm going to have a look at that. The extraction districts. Yeah, okay. I don't want to mess with coal, to be honest. The research building. Yeah, okay. Right, okay. So, if we had anything that we felt that we could do something with, how are they employing people? What are they doing here? 200 from the housing district. I don't understand. What are they doing? Is that like maintenance or something? What happens if you cut that down? Can you cut that down? What's the you can, but I don't know what that means. Oh, if that's interesting. So if you reduce the people, you reduce the housing. Well, that reduces the housing by 4. So you can't mess around with housing districts. You might have an overabundance of housing districts, so you build an extra housing district because you've got 4 people that need houses. So you do that. Got that. That makes sense. Right. Food then. If we have a look at the food side of things, and we cut that down, that automatically shows us in there. So that will take us down to making a little bit of food and free up some people, right? So let's do that. We now have 630 people available. So that should mean, yes, that we can make another extraction district. And that extraction district is going to be this lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that one, hopefully, I mean, we've got to get, we're chewing our way through materials. We've just got to get more materials. So that's that done. And our research is trundling along there down at the bottom. Temperature's about to drop. Yeah, there we go.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
Yeah, exactly. So that's taking us down. It's going to drop again, then it's going to go up again. So there'll be a little drop, and then it'll be a little. So here we are. So,
Steward.
hi. What's this? Right. We have received multiple complaints that the districts have grown colder of late. That's because it's gotten colder everywhere. The cold is serious. Check with the heat distribution. Okay, I'm gonna check with heat distribution. Right, it seems like that we're making 270 and we're 240 demand short, which is a fair amount. So that's interesting. I think the heat overlay, yeah, because the heat overlay has we have very definitely problems. So you can increase in the housing areas. That helps. And then we have the other places where we can also increase. Um, if we were to increase there, and if we were to increase there, that would take us to nil. I don't really want to go to nil at this stage, so we're just going to have to accept the fact that you know that this is what's going to happen, and you can't keep everywhere happy. Like I've said, you cannot keep everywhere happy. So that's what I'm going to do there, which is fine. And we need 80 to build the district council hall. But that's it. That's the first hour of the game up with. My, doesn't time fly? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me for this new series and this new season. This is Frostpunk. If you have enjoyed this, please, please, please do hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel, both of which cost you nothing, and neither of which will make you any colder, I promise. But it will make me an awful lot warmer. Oh, thank you. And I'll see you all for another one real soon. Ta-ta for now.